Hi everyone, this is foxysw back today trying to explain the ultimate bomber team of when to use your GALLEON versus your Megan and BASTET. In the previous video, I didn't have time to explain what type of Tianas I'm using and when I'm using GALLEON and BASTET, just because I was very short on time. But today I will be explaining why and when I would use each team. So to begin with, let's just show the runes again. This is the Sierra on Fatal Focus. This is the GALLEON. The GALLEON is built on double fight will, and it has to be on will because you don't want to get Leo'd. And it is really hard to get a slot for attack percent, but this is the right slot that you want to use on GALLEON always. And then this is the Libli. So you notice that the Libli is incredibly slow if you were to speed tune it with a fast Tiana. And this Tiana is a slow Tiana on double fight will. Has to be on will because if you get Leo'd, you need to go and have will. But at the same time, if there is like a Praha, Juno that strips you, there's that will chance to resist. Only thing I wish I could improve on this unit was if my resistance was 100%. Otherwise, I feel that this is the right build for the ultimate bomber team because you have as many fight runes as possible. If this Sierra was on fight, even better. But this is a crit damage Sierra to boost up more damage. So when I use this team with GALLEON and the slow Tiana, it is when the enemy isn't fast or there's no threat to one-shot my units that aren't on will. And you will see against someone like this, he's running a Triton and there's no way for me to contest with a slow Tiana. And the only way for me to beat this is to run an immunity, and that's Fran, and then a fast Tiana. But I don't have that built, so I'll be missing this one. And so he's running this, a speed lead and a BASTET. So like I mentioned earlier, what we'll be doing is we'll be using the speed Tiana team. And the speed Tiana team is essentially the same, but the speed on the Tiana is different, which guarantees me first turn. And I'll show you how it works here. If I used the slow Tiana, I would have been destroyed by the BASTET and the Chiwu. And I'm gonna detonate on the Jean, but I missed. The Jean is usually very strong, so that's why I double bombed it. And then we just finish it off. I'll just go through my list to see if I can show you more examples. So in this example, I'm gonna use the slow Tiana team with GALLEON because all of these units are very, very tanky. So I want the crit damage, the third skill, to trigger on this third skill and do even more damage. The only threat here is maybe his Juno outspeeds me, but I have speed lead. So he has to be incredibly fast to outspeed me, which he doesn't. For really tanky teams like this, I missed everything on my GALLEON, but most of my damage does come from the bomb. So what I want to do here is I want to double bomb the Juno. I don't want him to use his passive. And if I landed my third skill, my GALLEON, I would have done a lot more damage there. Moving on. So for this example, we know that Giannas are really fast, but here is the limitation of the bomb team. So even if I use a speed Tiana, if I used a speed Tiana, he has a 33 lead versus my 24. So, and this base speed is also higher than Tiana, which means he needs to have really poor rune quality, or I just need to have really extremely good runes. And it looks like he's not on a Swift build, or maybe he's on a Swift Will build. His attack bar is really high, so I assume he is on a Swift Will build. So this is the limitation of your bomb team. If the enemy goes first and you cannot outspeed them, if you don't have the luxury of having two Tianas, then it's just too bad for you. You're not able to hit half of your list because the meta is built. Right now, the meta is a speed meta, a 33 lead and a stripper team, and it counters your bomb team heavily. It's also not very safe. As you can see, the Perna there had potential to solo me here. Even though I destroyed his whole team, anything that revives has a good chance to counter your bomb team, especially if you don't have no damage. Okay. For this, I'm not going to bother. Same concept here. I can go ahead and show you an example. He's going to outspeed me for sure. He will outspeed me, but if you take the chance, your Tiana has to resist the strips. He's not even speed tuned. Okay, never mind. I take it all back. He's slower than me, which means none of his threats apply to me. But you can see in that example, though, if his Juno went first, he could have stripped my Tiana, and then the Samath could have reset my Tiana, and then that would have been GG for me. And also, my Sierra and my Libli aren't on will, so that is a big problem. Okay, please just die. I'll make this video nice and sweet. It's very short. So this is the challenge here. I know he's faster than me, right? So let me try to demonstrate the example here. Hopefully his AI doesn't derp or anything like that. And Tiana's not 100 resistance, so if he resets me, he resets my Sierra, right? So that's the limitation of your bomb team. Instantly, I lost here. How can I detonate the bombs here? I can't. So this is the limitation of your bomb team. I won't even bother playing this out because I already know I lost this. But if you have another Tiana, and you're really fast, then maybe you get first turn. But I don't think so, because Oki is really built on Swift, and he has additional speed lead over me, so that's the limit of your bomb team. And for Halphys, it's a little tricky because a lot of Halphys comes in different HP sizes because it's a free G1 unit. So what I'm scared of here is if you have a Megan here, you'll probably lose because of you don't have the shield buff from Bastet to counter the Halphys. So I need my bomb to one-shot the Halphys to not trigger anything. And I don't, but I do have the shield buff from Bastet, so he's not taking any of my HP, and therefore he has no HP. He doesn't get back his HP, like he doesn't steal from me. So if you ran a Galleon there, you would have lost. If you have a Megan, you also probably would have lost. And this is our last guy on our list. Is not even legitimate because I saved this list from yesterday, but I hope you guys get the idea of the differences of running the two different style bomb teams, the Bastet one. And the reason why you need Bastet is because it uses the attack bar increase to make sure this is speed tuned to this. So that is why it's very crucial. And if you don't have two Tianas and you're only running a slow Tiana, then you're not able to output maximum damage by using the Galleon. And if you're also running a attack Sierra or a speed attack Sierra, you're not going to be doing massive damage with the promised time. So to build the ultimate bomb team, you need dupes and you need very good runes. Thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.